Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, on EA Sports. We'll see Mac Jones and the Detroit Lions taking on Zach Wilson and the Washington Commanders.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Washington Commanders and the Detroit Lions. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They're led out by a former number
numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. Derek Brown able to record his 5th sack of the season. Got to hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle, and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
I know teams always talk about having a 24-hour rule after a game, and eventually we end up rolling our eyes. But it works both ways, right? 24 hours if you win, 24 if you lose. But, boy, it's a fun 24 when you win the game and you win NFC Offensive Player of the Week, isn't it?
Absolutely. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 23 carries, 135 yards. Big game.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
Throwing Jones. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Jones. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Off play action. Jones. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
First and goal at the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense for
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Will Lutz on for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
From the 29, Wilson. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Ahmad Gardner bringing the sauce on that breakup. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. Return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And that'll be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Jones from the gun on 3rd down. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. On 4th down, out is the punter Cameron Johnston to boot it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Out of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now it's Wilson. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Jones now off the play fake. And that is incomplete. Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now Wilson on first down. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Oh, he stays up, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, he's going to air one out. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Washington on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he'll be brought down.
When he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well, somewhat calm, only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs them up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. go for about 5, up close to the 40. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Lions at 6-2 to start play. And they come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, Hill, great grab. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23. They give them 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
That's an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On the ground with a tight end. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyreek Hill. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. The Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Wilson. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Wilson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. He's been really good in the yardage category, yet to hit the end zone, however.
A minor blemish against him right now because the work he's doing catching the ball, in some ways he's helping serve as good ball control because the big plays that he's making have really helped out his team.
Absolutely. They're winning on the scoreboard here in quarter number 2. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And now here's a carry heading left, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Jones. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. And a quick throw here that's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Here's 2nd and a yard.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
He was brought down by Foyesade Oluwakin. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Play action. Now Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing is Wilson. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Play action. It's Wilson.
The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. George Kittle from 8 yards out.
And the Commanders are back within a score.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. That time a 9-play drive.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones over the middle and complete to the tight end Higbee. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now it's 3rd and 4. Off the play fake. Jones. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. The kick by Lutz is good, and they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll start with the marquee matchup of the entire weekend. The rematch of Super Bowls 42 and 46.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So here are the Lions to take over. They've got the lead right now in this contest, and they're coming off that victory a week ago against the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Jones, off play action. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Looking to throw. Jones gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Here's Jones off the play fake.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a one-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. A first down carry here for Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other. And
he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khalil Mack. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Wilson. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. 3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Here's Wilson. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Myers' kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offense.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Jones gets this one to Hill. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now Lutz for the field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Commanders' offense set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Back to throw. Wilson connects with Kittle underneath. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to them. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. Mixing up the middle. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
So the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
From the 41, Wilson. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They go play action with Wilson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here, and climb back into this game in the 3rd quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick 6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person just ended up in the end zone with the football. He was the one that answered the bell.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Wilson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now it's Wilson. Fighting to stay upright. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and a mile. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6. Throwing, Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Jones. This is caught, and in for the Lions touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 75. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Brandon Graham picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making a tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10.
Now it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Brandon Graham able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Wilson.
This one is caught. It's Moore. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The Commander
over. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Lions on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Jones, open man, Higbee, the tight end.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Now Wilson on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Bloods to try to add the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. Out to the flat here for Johnson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Again, Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercepted. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down. One last shot for Wilson. Staying on his feet. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Lions, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.